Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So let's have a look at my monster box in Monster Strike, and this is going to be day 250. So let's go here to missions, and we'll claim that. Thank you very much. Okay, and then we'll come up here to my grade sheet. And yes, well, day 251 to be exact, but yeah, I'm free today. It wasn't free yesterday, so that's why we're doing it here now. But anyway, here are my stats. And then we'll look at my most used monsters list first. As always, Ibaraki Dolji's number 1. She's got the Genius Ableberry. But I have another character, Monster Rose, with the Genius Ableberry. So I might upgrade that. It's S plus now. I could get it S++. And then maybe start using her, just to have a different character, you know, on my main farming team. Number 2 is a Shinji Kaoru. The reason why they are so high is because I have 3 of them. So I use, multiples at once, and I always use them in the Fire Time Trial. So that's why they're near 1,000. So that's really nice for the HP. Hendrickson used a lot. Ducky I'm still using a lot, and I'm actually surprised that she passed Susano. I got Susano very early, and I used him a lot just because of that strong bump combo. But Ducky, just keep using her. I'm using her for some colossal quests like Eden and Kanan, so I'm still using her a lot. And then Max Luck here, this is Nareko. Hikari, still using her a lot. Mikumo, and then Meliodas, just over 500, that's really nice for them. And then Undine, and I'm still using her, so she's pretty good. Looking at each element here, that's not too surprising, that's pretty good. And then water, my Mirokus, they're very up there, that's pretty cool. Nostradamus Ascension I've really liked lately. She's an interesting character, because when she was first released, people were like, I don't know. But little by little, she's been useful for more and more quests. So more and more people have been, thinking highly of her. It's mostly for me anyway, her speed up, and then her double Slayer, the Light Slayer and the Dark Slayer. That's been making her really useful. And I even considered giving her a hero scroll at one time. Yeah, I've been using her in Arcadia, and she's been pretty darn good in there. If you haven't tried her in Arcadia, I would recommend that. Otherwise, here is Wood. Let's see, Nightingale and then King are kind of neck and neck. But actually, after I finished Nirai Kunai, I haven't really been using Nightingale that much. So King will probably, continue that way. What else we got? Here's Light. Yeah, Beelzebub I love. And I actually use him more often than Uriel or Arthur these days. Because I feel like Uriel's bump combo is kind of lacking recently. For one thing, it's stopped by laser barriers. For another, there's no homing aspect to it. So it's a little difficult to use based on your positioning. But yeah, Beelzebub's pretty darn good. Right behind him is Uriel, and then Juliet I've been using a lot lately. She's just a real simple character, just a pierce null damage wall, but very strong, so I've been liking her. Who else we got? This is Karen Navis Ascension, and the reason why I've been using her so much is because she's been really good for the Kylo Ren quest, and also the Darth Vader quest, so she's been getting a lot of uses lately. But I really like her design especially, so I'm happy to be using her. Okay, and then Dark. Let's see who we got here. Actually, this is pretty low. I feel like my Dark box is a little bit weak. I don't have a lot of the strongest characters like Nobunaga or Loki, so yeah, I would like to get them, and then probably start using them, so yeah. But anyway, we have 57 Max Lux here. I'm very close to my goal of 65, so that's nice. Most hits is from Nirvana, most damage is from Mana. And yeah, that's how that's looking. Next, let's go into here. I guess we'll look at my spirit crests. So fire, I got the 15, which is my goal for all of the elements. So I can upgrade the Slayers to the medium, 1.17, which is pretty good. I have Hanzo in here right now, but as I work on eschatology, maybe I'll put this on to Beethoven instead. Depends on who I get in the future. Water still on Miroku, and she's also at 15, so I was able to upgrade both the Healing Wall Master and then the Fire Slayer. She's basically an Arcadia machine. I did use her in Kain to make that max luck, so I needed the Needle panel, but not anymore, so actually I could change this out for something. I'll think about what I want to put in there. Next up is wood. This is my lowest Spirit Crest total, only 1300. But this is King. I could use him for Hold Eye, but actually I guess I could take this time to say that I've given up on Hold Eye for the moment. It's just a tough quest. I can't get consistent clears at all. I might give it a try once I finish the max luck of Magmel, which is coming along. So yeah, once I finish Magmel, maybe I will give Hold Eye a chance again. But I am using King in Taishakten, so that's useful in there. I gave him the resistance to sleep, so that makes him useful for Armageddon. Okay, next up is Light, and then they are my most advanced character as far as the Spirit Crests, 1600. So yeah, I upgraded the Water Slayer, that's really good for Yamato Takeru 0, and then the Fire Slayer, that's good for the Fire Time Trial, which I try to play every day. After I finish Yamato Takeru 0 though, I'll probably put the Spirit Crest on to Juliet, so that I can use her in Brutus, and then give her the Wood Slayer. And then finally is Dark. I have it on Ducky because I'm using her in, again, Eden and Kanan. So she's got the Light and then the Dark Slayer. And then once I get to 1500, then I'll upgrade those to the medium. But yeah, those are how the Spirit Crests are looking. And then, let's look at the monsters that I put the Hero Scroll on. And there's that. I have 3 Max Lux, Mikumo. She is awesome. She's got the attack up Ableberry, so that's nice. I'd love to get that to the S++, but 2000 for now, that's pretty good. And then Nirai Kanai. Just by chance, I got the Strike Haste S++ Ableberry for him, just naturally, so I'm keeping that on him. And that's pretty good for Ragnarok, especially if I put Nirai Kanai as a friend, because it's -5 turns. If I put him in that last slot, then he will actually get a strike shot 2 rounds faster, and that might be helpful to people that use him as a friend. And then Hendrickson, he's got the 3000 attack up Ableberry, so that's very good for him. He's still my max luck for Eden, so that's very useful. And then Undine here, she is my metal farmer. She's got the Tally Topper S++, and then the Sidekick S++, and then the S rank, just the S, but that's enough, an extra minute. And then Miroku, although I still haven't finished her, I still need to keep working on her. She also has the attack up plus 2000, plus the strike haste. I'd also like to upgrade this strike haste so that when people use her as a friend, that strike shot will be up 2 rounds faster. And then Juliet, she's my latest recipient of the Hero Scroll, and I'd like to give her lots of Kin Strength Ableberries. But as you can see, I have a Survivor S+, and that's pretty good for her, since she's going to lots of different element quests. And then finally, Ducky, she's kind of my ultimate Ducky. She has 3 S++ Ableberries, Cutthroat, and then Survivor, and then the Sidekick, which is pretty darn good for her. So yeah, those are my characters with the Hero Scroll. And then, I guess we can look at my Max Lux. So yeah, that is how that is looking. I'm very proud of my Marishiten Kai. one of my favorite drop monsters in the game. And then he has the sidekick S++, plus the twin vertical laser. That took quite a few runs through his Kai quest. But I got it, and I got just the Ableberry I wanted, so he's very strong. Very happy about that guy. Let's see, there's the Final Fantasy. Let's see, here's Bishamonten Kai, and then she has the rebound laser, and that's fine for her, I think. That kind of makes her bump combo a little bit like Izanami, but where just that first hit is the strongest. Yeah, she's got Mend for now. I'd like to give her maybe Kin Strength, because she's actually my max luck in Kanan, and she's pretty darn good. And then that Kin Strength will help me take down little guys a little bit easier, and then also power up her Meteor Strike Shot, so that's what I'm hoping to get for her. Who else we got? I have Ashura Kai, and then she's been great as my max luck in Magmao. And yeah, maybe typically she would not be the ideal choice, but mine has the 8-way laser, which makes it easier to get the counterattacks off. And then also, since Mono was introduced, the difficulty of Magma went down a lot, so almost any max luck is good for there. Here is Tsukuyomi Kai. I gave her the also the Kin Strength, 2000 up. That's pretty good for her because she's got the double Slayer, so that's extra damage there. Her sub-bump combo is the lock-on Pierce Wave, which is pretty good for Taishakuten. And then, yeah, she's been my max luck in Taishakuten, so that's been pretty good. Otherwise, here is Yamato Takeru Kai. I have the Meteor sub-bump combo, pretty strong. And then he's got the sidekick. I'd like to get an S++ for him, of course, here. But for now, he does fine. Who else we got? I guess I'll show you Izanami Kai. She's also got the Kin Strength to help with her Meteor Strike Shot. And then the sub-bump combo are the Green Peas, which I think is the best for her. And then here we have a bunch of super extreme max lucks. Those guys are pretty strong, pretty fun. And yeah, that's how that's looking. As for max looks that are close, I have Rey and then Vader from the Star Wars. They're pretty much done. Eden is going to be my next Colossal max luck that I finish. He's actually going to be available a couple days from now, so I'll definitely be able to finish him then. And yeah, actually, once I finish Eden, I'm going to have kind of my top 3 max lucks done. Kushinada, Tsukuyomi, and Eden. So after that, I can kind of relax on making max lucks. And actually, I have been sort of slowing down in my playing lately. Up to now, it's been kind of a sprint, because I've been in catch-up mode. You know, I had to start a new game in like August or whatever it was, well, 250 days ago. And then I've been wanting to play from the stance of like an expert player rather than a beginning player or an intermediate player. So that's why I've been working so hard on making these impossible and then colossal max lucks. So yeah, Eden's going to be a very big kind of notch in my belt in that sense. But yeah, I have been making so many impossible and colossal max looks that I've been able to sort of relax from now, play a little bit less. Because now I feel pretty set up, you know, for future content. But there are kind of like 5 like big max looks that I'm looking forward to finishing. One is Eden, one is Yamato Takeru Zero. I think he's going to be very useful for a variety of things. One is Magmel, who's one of the best support max looks in the game, because being a Pierce with a double null and then the copy bump combo, it's going to be really important to have them, I think. Also really good is going to be Arcadia. He's basically a Hatcher monster that you can max luck. He's that good. And then Kanan, triple null ability, which is pretty crazy, so she's going to be awesome to have as a max luck. So Eden, Yamato Takeru Zero, Magmel, Arcadia, Kanan. Those are kind of my like golden 5 that I'm aiming for now. Any others beyond them are, I would say, less than necessary. So like Nirvana, Kushinada Zero, they'll be nice to have, but I'm not in any super rush to finish them. Yeah. Alright, and then finally, let's look at my Hatcher monsters, and then we'll sort by the Ableberries, and then I can show you like which monsters I've like kind of finished their Ableberries for. So here, in addition to Undine, I have a Pandora Ascension with the Score Ableberry, so I can use her for metal farming. Yeah, here is the Monster Rose with the Genius Ableberry. I need to finish the second Ableberry of hers so that I can upgrade the Genius and then start using her like in normal quests. But yeah, she's pretty strong. And actually, she's strong enough that I might not need a Sakamoto Ryoma. I still haven't pulled him, but yeah, she's pretty darn good. Otherwise... Here is my Sandalphon. I pulled her recently from the Light Hatcher, and I would say she's not necessary, but she's a fun character. She's got that healing like shot, which works like a dunk laser, so she's pretty cool. Here is my completed Mikhail, and then she's got the Strike Haste S++, and then the Knockout S++. There are some places where the Knockout is not good. For Mikhail, I would say that Shambhala, that's not good, because that will make it so that the birds, when you take them down, don't drop the sword, which you need. But the way that I get around that is just simply not use Mikhail in there. There's better characters. I would say maybe Pierce characters are easier to use in Shambhala, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, one of my favorite angels, and very happy to have finished her Ableberries. This apple, she actually came out of the Hatcher with this S++ Ableberry, the Strike Haste, so that's nice. That's very cool. Here is Ramyaru. And then of those, that wave of new angels, the 5, those are the 2 that I have, Sandalphon and Ramyaru. Ramyaru, I think, is probably one of the best of those new 5, so very happy to have her. And then her yo-yo shot is pretty fun to watch, so happy to have her. I'm still working on the Ableberry for Mana. She has Survivor now, which actually does work with her barrier, so it's a very good Ableberry for her. But if you're going to use her, really, you want to use her for her bump combo. So I'm still trying to work on getting the sidekick for her. And then I would like to pull more of Mana. I would like an Ascension, and then I would like a pre-evolution, actually, because then I can use her in 5-star and under quests and get that Involute Sphere out. And I guess I can take this time to kind of talk about my plans for pulling on Hatchers from now. I'm probably not going to pull on Legends anymore, because I have all of them except for Kamui. And then Guardians, maybe I'll pull on Guardians in the future. I would still like Benzaiten and Wado Purigisu. I still don't have those. But like Green Fantasy, I think I'm done. Mizuno Yuen, the Blue Hatcher, I think I'm done. Maybe the Light Hatcher, I'm done. And then the Fire Hatcher, I don't know. I still want Haitoku Pistols and Kamaeru, but I'm kind of waiting on that. And then the Dark Hatcher, I actually don't have any of those limited monsters, so that might be good to pull on in the future. But yeah, I'm needing to pull a lot less lately, because I feel like my box is pretty good. And a bunch of characters here with the Sidekick Ableberry. Happy about those. And then a bunch of Hatcher monsters without any Ableberries. Yeah, definitely need to work on these guys. Okay, so that is my box at day 250, and I'm feeling pretty good about where I am. I feel like I'm pretty caught up. And actually, if you asked me if I could, get back my global account in exchange for the JP one that I have here, I might actually hang on to my JP one. just because I have, it's two things mostly. My Colossal Max Lux that I have on this account, and then also the limited Hatcher monsters that I have, like from Evangelion or from Nanatsu no Taizai in particular. I really, really appreciate those monsters, so I want to hang on to those. And then as for goals from now, I'd love to hit rank 350, that would be great, but that's going to take some time. We'll see if I can do that by the end of the year. Also, I want to get all my Spirit Crests to 1500 for each element. Max Lux I want 65, I'm pretty close to that with 57 at the moment. But yeah, that is how my account is looking at the moment. And yeah, I'm looking forward to much more Monster Strike in the future. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.